Yo, what's up, everybody? Hope you're all having a wonderful Tuesday so far. Thank you guys for joining me for another broadcast today. Especially those of you here early for the pre-show. Say hi to me in the chat wherever you're watching. We'll give some shout outs, and then you guys know the drill. We get officially started at the top of the 4 o'clock hour. Starting over in the mosh pit over on D Live. What's up, Truth Teller 101? I see Qoys out there as well. Silebor and Lucy Anders. Great to see you guys over there on D Live. McKinnon 88 in the house over on Rumble, along with Snow Bunny 68. Liberty's Great Awakening, and Spiky 999. What's up to all of you guys on Rumble? Hit that thumbs up button for us if you haven't already done so on your way into the show. Shout out to our Twitter viewers, our Cloud Hub viewers, our Odyssey viewers, our YouTube viewers, and who am I missing? YouTube, Cloud Hub, Odyssey, Twitter. I don't know. I think that's all of you guys. Anyway, welcome to all of you guys watching on those platforms. And of course, the best place and only place to watch the second half of today's show, pilled.net, the comfy bunker. Shout out to all of you guys chilling on Pilled, our home sweet home. Let's see who is in there today, and then away we go. Floyd, due diligence. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. Lightspear, Lance, welcome. Delia in the house, checking in from Arizona. D. Richard out there as well. Good to see you guys. HL Paco, what's going on, my friend? Joe Elaine, keeping the chats nice and comfy. Thank you for all your help modding the channel. Joe, as always, due diligence, hooking us up with a taco, stupidly savory bison wagyu super stuffed taco, the way you like, cookie. Yes, I will take 3 of those, and I'll take them right now. Thank you. Thank you, Floyd. Sounds so good. Spiky 999 in the house. What's up, Spiky? Pat McFly, good to see you, my friend. And scrolling. R. Harrell, welcome, and thank you so much for the cookie. I appreciate it. Truth Teller 101, double dipping. Love to see it. Space Cookie, how we doing today? Barb Robbins out there. What's up, Barb? Ohio 17 in the house, and we got Laura Y repping the 412. Let's go. General Buford, what's going on? Great to see you. We got McKinnon 88 double dipping as well. Awesome. Good afternoon, Mr. Gerardo. How are you, my friend? You saw it here. Great to see you out there. Jenker 2, welcome. M the Painter dropping a can, says in after the wire. Thank you so much, M. I appreciate the love. I really, really do. Green Girl, what's going on? Ghost Pepper in the house as well. What's up, guys? True Grit, good to see ya. Rosary Mom 7, how you doing? True Grit, please drive safely. You guys always make me nervous when you say you're driving and lurking, yet I see you in the chat. So just be careful out there if you're hopping around on Pilled and driving. Tweety 52, how are you? Good to see you. Brian 1871 in the house. What's up, Brian? Norm, Hang 10, Alien Surfer, Glass Wanda, how are you? Let's see who else. Gorilla P, what's good? What's good with you, man? Everything's good with me. I'm in a lot of pain today, but I'm here. I'm hanging out with you guys, so I won't complain too much. But I hurt my neck in the gym the other day. I don't even know how I did it. Like, I couldn't even pinpoint the exact moment it happened, but I was walking from one machine to another, and my whole neck yesterday just started locking up on me. And I was able to like stretch it out and be okay yesterday, but after going to bed tonight, oh my goodness, did it get so tight. I almost canceled today's show, to be honest. But here we are. Kim Iowa, always bringing the heat. Great to see you. Green Girl, Secret Weapon. Karenza, welcome you guys. Kyman checking in from South Africa. Molan Labe, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Dangleberry in the house. What's up, Dangle? Bales, what's up, Bales? Who sent you, brother? Mad Joker, welcome. Havoc 92, Lizzie B, Good to see you guys. Country Girl 007 in the house as well. Floyd says each one of those tacos weighs about 3 pounds each. Oh, that's a big ass taco, man. That's a big ass taco, a 3-pound taco. Oh my goodness. Dave 75, how you doing, my friend? Great to see you. Welcome everybody. Good to see so many of you guys out there. Spending your Tuesday afternoon with us here today. So thank you. Mom is always right in the house as well. Cycle Chris, good to see you. Good to see you. I'll check through these other ones one more time. Powdered Sugar, what's going on? Dave Boyk out there as well. Good to see you guys. Carenza hooking us up with a cookie. Says, I was gonna throw this cookie in like a frisbee, but since your neck is hurting, I'll hand it over. Carenza, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Paul Thaddeus, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Glenna Riggleman out there too. Welcome, you guys. We got a great crew out there. It looks like a great crowd. Let's enjoy the show today. I have really not show prepped at all. It was just really hard for me to like sit and be in this position today. So I kind of did my best to grab some stuff, but it's gonna be well, it'll be an interesting show. So we'll see how it goes. But it is time to officially get it started. So let's get the intro playing, and we'll be right back. Thumbs up, share the link, red pill, and repost, my friends. Let's get it going, shall we?
We will make America strong again. We will make America wealthy again. We will make America proud again. We will make America safe again. And yes, together, we will make America great again.
Y'all for tuning in, Patriots United, doing what we gotta do to win. Be addicted, the MS7, now we're moving in. And once we take over, we won't ever move again. Where we go on, we go all, I say it with pride. No, we won't run, we won't fall, we're right by your side. The demons have taken hold, but none of us will abide. Stand strong and stand bold, that's how we'll survive. 412 is the production, Monday through Friday, deplorable discussions. We're making it hard for the deep state to function. Every time they switch up the narrative, we debunk it. Adult hero is the power that's controlling the flight. With all you patriots behind them, cause we're all in this fight. So many rhyme for so long, but we're giving them sight. Trapped in the world of darkness, but we're bringing them light. You may even find yourself in a different life. A lot of us have, and honestly, that's perfectly fine. Because exactly where you are at this moment in life is where you're supposed to be at this moment in time. It's all by design, the patriots are holding the line. They must have lost theirs, thinking they're controlling our minds. So many trapped in mental prisons don't know they're confined. They're just slaves in the system till the roles are assigned. That's sad, the good news is that we're waking them up. They have monopolies on minds, but we're breaking them up. Everything you thought was news, they were making it up. When we ascend, all the tyrants won't be making the cut. Let them all burn in the hellscape they create. We the people already mapped out our escape. We hold each other by the hand as we all elevate and go to a different place. They can never get chased. When I look into the future, I can see that it's bright. When this history is written, they will see that we're right. We formed our own community and the circle is tight, but I expand the circle with every word that I write. The pen is sharper than the sword when you wield it with might. Why do you think they try to kick us off all the sites? These people hate America, punish us out of spite. We are the beacons of hope in the darkness of night. So let's go, strap in, yeah, get ready for the ride. Watch the water, we're witnessing the turning of the tide. Feel the passion and the fire that you got burning inside. Take the narrative they're feeding you and turn it to the side. We're alerted to the lies, replace it with the truth. We know the plan they devised, they're invading the youth. Now we're only and advised to start raising our boots. These demons all weaponized. Now we're raising our troops. Now we're raising the roof and sounding the alarm. Remember that it's always darkest before the dawn. Life is a game of chess. They want to use you as a pawn. You're only useful until you're not useful, then you're gone. But not us, we're on the right team where we belong. Everybody is invited, so come follow along. We refuse to say things are right knowing they're wrong. Admiral Nero, take the mic and take flight, cause it's on.
And now, straight from the Steel City, it's your host, 412 Adel Nero.
Yo, what is up, everybody? Thank you guys so much for being here today for another installment of Deplorable Discussions. My name is Adel Nero. It is Tuesday, November 21st, 2023. And I don't know what happened to November, honestly. I can't believe we're already in the third week of November, staring December, the end of 2023, right in the face. It's absolutely wild. But thank you guys so much for being here, hanging out with us today. I've got a good panel lined up. Maxanon is here of the Rise Attire Tribe. She is working on getting her tech figured out. We couldn't get her mic to come through while the intro was playing, so she's figuring that out. Drunk Pinata, I think, just wrapped up his show. So I know a lot of you guys are coming in from over there, and he should be jumping up here to join us shortly, I would imagine. Let's see. Max,
check. How we doing?
There we go.
Can you hear me? Yes. Okay, that worked. Awesome. Oh, doing good. I'm other than that.
I'm down your volume like 10%.
Okay, I'll try that. How is that better?
Perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, how we doing?
Doing good. Glad other than that, everything's going really well, and it's a really crappy day outside. It's like gloomy and rainy here, at least, but I kind of love it because I'm used to that. Like upstate New York, this is what it's like every day in November. So it almost feels like home in a morbid kind of way. But other than that, things are going great. We are working on a lot at Rise Attire in this very short 3-day week, and I'm feeling the holiday spirit. I really got more into the traditional kind of way of life in all things when I started, being down with President Trump, and I started thinking about patrioticness and all the holidays. So I feel the spirit of it this week, especially. But yeah, what a time to be alive. I'm excited to see what you have to talk about today and share in the conversation.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what I have to talk about today too, because I was explaining to the audience here in the pre-show, but my neck is all jacked up. It started locking up at me at the gym the other day, and it really was stiff this morning. So I've been really struggling to sit at the computer chair for long periods at a time. So we'll see how this goes, but I am not super prepared for today.
Hey, if it makes you feel any better, I literally live my entire life like that. I've had 1 to 2 chiropractic appointments a week for 14 years, and I still am in chronic pain with neck and shoulder problems. So you're not alone, but CBD does truly help, and massage and all that too.
Yeah. I've been basically drinking the CBD oil right out of the bottle. But yeah, absolutely. Drunk Pinata, how you doing, man?
I'm doing all right. How you guys doing?
Good. How was
besides the back issues?
Other than that, I'm great. Just if I can survive the next couple of hours, that'll make the day pretty much as good as it can be. How was your show today, man?
We had a lot of fun. We had the return of Miss Clavicles to educate us about her re-education. This path that she appears to have been on, and now she is ready to endorse Joe Biden for president.
For her.
How embarrassing. Oh my goodness.
I mean, the arc of that story can't be more contrived than it's just ridiculous. It's unbelievable.
Was
and then, of course,
was she making like the rounds on the cable TV today or something?
Well, see, with the audio of Trump supposedly saying he wanted to go to the Capitol, the Secret Service wouldn't let him. That gave her the end to come back and talk about the clavicles again and the beast, which was still parked at the White House, was definitely not at the ellipse. So anyway, and then you have these reporters out here saying stuff like this. It's just like an evergreen clip right here.
Under a Trump DOJ, and that MAGA is not responsible for 1-6. Now, we don't like to amplify lies on this program, but we need to call them out when those spouting them are so clearly, as Nicole likes to put it, on Earth 2. The man Lee and Green thought
Earth 2, all right.
Yeah. We have to call out the lies. We're not gonna be the ones lying to you. That's about like the one Nicole Wallace is like, you don't need a fact check with us. We're telling you the truth. She literally said that.
Well, Earth to you guys, joke's on you.
What was the way they put it? Like, there's an inherent cost to deceiving people or something.
Mm-hmm.
Rachel Maddow or who?
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite clips of all time. That's such a good one. Did you see Joe Scarborough going unhinged today as well?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did the whole lead up to it because I would have saw it anyway, but I saw that when people were amplifying it this on social media. I was like, oh yeah, I think, welcome to the party, guys. I'm like, they've been saying fascist down there for Downing Morning Joe for a long time. So there's actually even more, from what I saw, more unhinged lead up than the one that clip that was going around.
Really?
Yeah.
I have like a 2-minute and 33-second clip, but you're saying is it worth listening to more than that?
Not necessarily. You're going to get the gist. I'm just saying that he was a little bit more animated with some of this other things. They went down the fascist checklist and started checking boxes.
Oh man, these two here are something special. Let me tell you. Anyway,
my favorite is when Joe starts to get off and get all like a little too full of himself.
Yeah.
Mika will turn over, and her head, she would just freeze while she's looking at Joe. She's not looking at him. She's looking at him so that as soon as he looks at her, he goes, "Oh shit, I have to shut up." Like it's this. So I was waiting for it, but I didn't see it this morning. Maybe in hour 2 or 3 of their 4-hour show. She probably did it. She usually does it a lot, but it's funny because he gets like a little too animated and kind of is overacting, and she's like, "Dial it down a little bit." It's like you can tell who's wearing the pants in that relationship for sure.
Yeah, she's definitely making the pants over there. All right, here, take a listen.
Yeah, have a responsibility to really to tune out the voices of the haters, of the people that are constantly double
shilling
and triple checking and shilling for him and suggesting that somehow they're being biased, bending over backwards, treating him like a normal candidate. He's not a normal candidate. He is running to end American democracy as we know it. He's an authoritarian who a court in Colorado 2 days ago ruled.
Look at it. You can tell his leg is like shaking. Like he's got his hand on his thigh. You could see him like uncomfortably twitching almost as he's going through this. So I'm gonna rewind a little bit. Watch, I guess it would be his right arm, right? Like right here. Watch how much he's like shaking when he's going through this.
They're being biased, bending over backwards, treating him like a normal candidate. He's not a normal candidate. He is running to end American democracy as we know it. He's an authoritarian who a court in Colorado 2 days ago ruled that he led an insurrection against the United States government. He's charged with leading schemes to help overthrow the United States government. So if they want to frame it that way, that's fine. If you want to be fair, then you will frame this as Joe Biden being the candidate that supports American democracy and Donald Trump, a candidate who supports a new form of government here that's authoritarian. It's really that simple. And by the way, Reverend Al, when people go, oh, you can't compare him to past Nazi leaders. You can't compare him to this past Nazi leader or that past fascist leader because he hasn't done that. Well, what hasn't he done? He hasn't done the things that the American judicial system did not allow him to do last time, but may very well allow him to do this time, or a judicial system that will be ignored by Donald Trump and ran over by Donald Trump to create the greatest constitutional crisis of our lifetimes. Just because he hasn't done it yet doesn't mean he won't do it when he gets a chance to do it. And if he is voted into office, then a lot of these people that are talking about literal or figurative or whatever the hell they're saying, you're going to look like idiots. Because he will get away with, he will imprison, he will execute whoever he's allowed to imprison, execute, drive from the country. Just look at his past. It's not really hard to read. The only thing that stood between him and the destruction of American democracy was the federal judiciary.
No doubt about it. And
I mean, it's just so over the top. He's going to imprison and execute all of his political enemies. That is the story that they're
ramping it up, and they're saying this is what the vote is. It's not about the economy anymore. It's about that. Hey, you don't want to vote for the next Hitler, do you?
That's it's not going to be a winning campaign strategy.
Yep. And then here's their and here's an example of the re-education.
But they may still vote for him over a Democrat. Is that what you're hearing from former aides, some who have spoken out and some who have not?
Well, to be completely candid, I don't often speak with any of my former colleagues, but from what I read and from articles like this, and also from my experience, there was a point that I felt that way too. I'm not proud of that. But what I will say to that too, though, is that is an egregious form of partisanship. Mm-hmm. Donald Trump isn't a Republican, and yes, maybe by name he considers himself a Republican, but Donald Trump cares more about authoritarian rule than he does our rule of law. Yeah. He doesn't care about preserving our Constitution. He cares
this
about
music added by you.
His own
yes.
Gain. So when we look at this next election, we need to think about, if we want our democracy to survive, who do we elect that we can put in the Oval Office that has the character, integrity, and grit to be able to carry our country through this moment in time? And that person isn't Donald Trump.
Well, as you've said, he's likely the nominee. I know you've been reluctant to say who you're going to vote for, but are you leaving the door open to voting for Joe Biden if it's between the two of them?
I will say my door is completely shut to voting for Donald Trump. And the only reason that I will not endorse a candidate right now is because I still am hopeful that Donald Trump does not end up being the nominee next year. I think our country will be in a much better place overall, not just for myself, but the ticket and the future of our country will be. But what I will say too, though, is I think everybody should vote for Joe Biden if they want our democracy to survive.
That's a powerful statement, Cassie.
And so one other thing that we learned, look at how big Cassidy is or how small Jen Psaki is. It's one of the two, and it's probably both.
The music you added there was perfect, I gotta say.
Look, if they didn't do it properly. You have to do it properly with these people. Like, we actually learned that the best way to do Keith Olbermann is here. I'll show you an example. This is the best way.
On the latest list of supposed liberals and supposed officers of the court who could get us all killed. They are 4 supposedly liberal judges who have evidently spent the last 8 years living at a resort in the Bahamas.
This is how you do Keith Olbermann.
Or somewhere else where they have been able to devote themselves full-time to perfecting legal hair splitting, and who are absolutely determined to give Trump
I think it works.
I think it works really well.
Because it's full dystopian. You got the sad music. It's as if we're already living in the after post Armageddon. And I don't know if you noticed, I had the fire crackling sounds there too. So it's like
I think he needs to hire you, Pinata. I think that Keith Olbermann is leaving a lot of yards on the field by not hiring Drunk Pinata as an executive producer on his show.
I am these people's biggest fans, apparently.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you represent like at least 9 or 10% of their total viewership at this point. So
yeah, we had some fun with that today. I'm like, this actually sounds pretty good. Like, I was like, that works. So yeah, I think moving forward, we're definitely going to put music behind Keith Olbermann because
that's fantastic. All right, let's
and then of course we always put the music over Cassidy's because we have to make it stunning and brave.
Oh, she in herself is just so stunning and brave, Pinata. I don't think you need to add any music at all. Just the very sound of her voice and the presence of her being are enough, I think, to inspire anybody.
Yeah, I mean, I know it inspires the re-education in me.
Even the to me, what stands out, oh, first of all, I noticed the overall tone. They're not talking about how there's no way Trump's gonna be president. They're not talking about how Joe Biden's got this in the bag and things are going well. They are totally projecting, trying to grease the skids for their audience to get a rude awakening because Trump's gonna win and they know it. That's all I see from that, and I hope that that's right. But when I listen to Cassidy Hutchinson, oh my God, the coaching for that tone, it's very transparent that she's acting, but this very like delicate sort of, it's the CIA, MK Ultra hypnotic, listen to what I'm saying and follow my direction. Like it's creepy. It's not natural and it's not innocent. So watch out.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, I caught some of it. She had a duper's delight moment. Like a really big one. Just it was
Wait, a what?
duper's delight.
What's that?
Duper's
It's like
delight.
it's a micro expression, facial expression that you basically you getting away with something, like you understand. So it's like as soon as you finish saying something, what happens is you'll tense up and you'll close your lips tightly, and then you kind of like pull it in.
It's like a
'Cause
smirk almost.
Yeah, it's like a smirk, as if like I'm done talking, I got away with something, and I'm gonna shut up.
Yeah, it's like a subconscious tell for
Body
some
language
people,
tell.
like,
I got it. Okay,
yeah, they're like
interesting. A
lying and
duper's
being,
delight.
yeah, it's called Duper's delight. Yeah, she's definitely a duper. All right, let's take care of the sponsors, and I got a ton of stuff here today. I don't know what any of it is. All right, first we have Earth Garden Botanicals. We love this company. I need this company right now in my life, whether it's the CBD oil, the arnica salve, to help with my back and neck. The CBD oils are incredible. They taste great. They're all grown locally, organically, on Montana farms. That's where this company's located, up in Montana. Jolene, she's an herbalist, a health coach. She runs this company. She's a total patriot. The CBD oils are amazing. The CBD oil for pets is great. There are R&R Delta 8 nighttime gummies to help you get a good night's sleep. The arnica salve, the topical cream for joint and muscle pain. I could not find my container of this stuff to save my life right now. And it is so frustrating, because this stuff really helps with sore muscles and joints. And I would really love to have some of this right now. But you can get that with or without CBD infused. Check out the Fire Cider, great for clearing your sinuses and breathing more clearly through your nose. You have Elderberry Tonic to boost your immune system. If you're a tea drinker, 4 delicious teas to choose from here. Give those a look as well. Don't forget about the Critter Juice, the all-natural insect repellent, keeping the mosquitoes away. I swear by this stuff. I get eaten alive by mosquitoes, but not when I wear Critter Juice. It is the only bug spray I've ever used that has been completely effective, and also it doesn't feel and smell gross when you're wearing it. It's the total package right there. Promo code 412 gets you 20% off through the end of December. So you have a nice little window here to stock up on these products. Again, 412 for 20% off. Once the calendar hits 2024, it goes back down to 10%. So make sure you use that promo code and take advantage while you can. earthgardenbotanicals.com. Please tell Jolene we said hello. Also, we have our friends over at Diamond Soap Co. diamondsoapco.com. This is another amazing America First company run by our friends Harold and Laura, who have been married over 30 years. They are Air Force Intel vets, just great people. They make all of their product handmade here in the United States using organic, all natural ingredients as well. So their soaps and their body butters are as good as it gets, and they smell amazing. I love the Kentucky bourbon and the bonfire and really all of the scents. Those two are my favorite, but I really like all of these. I just opened up a classic clean. Where is it? A classic clean guy today. And it's really awesome. I love the green tea cucumber. It's bright, it's refreshing, it's really nice. The sweet almond is a very warm aroma. It's great for this time of year. The island escape, the beach, it basically smells like you're on the beach. Like the wind off the ocean is hitting you in the face. It's amazing. Cedar amber is very good too. There's some floral scents. There's a lot more. If you go to the hand soap section here, you'll see the night violet. There's lavender. I believe there's rose. Don't forget about citrus burst. There's so many options here, guys. Southern peach, wild rose. I mean, you really can't go wrong with any of these. So go check it out. They got the body butter too. Really good for keeping your skin from getting dry and itchy. I swear by this stuff too during the winter when that forced air heat coming through the vents really tends to dry out my skin and make me very itchy. Diamond SoapCo and their products have been really great for that, especially the body butter. You get 17% off using promo code 412. It's a great way to build the parallel economy and pull those buying habits away from the Procter and Gambles and the Johnson and Johnsons of the world, and really putting that business in the hands of America First patriots. So diamondsoapco.com, promo code 412 for 17% off, and then also Earth Garden Botanicals for 412 there for 20% off right now through the end of the year. So take advantage, guys. Great sponsors. They both have great gift giving opportunities for giving gifts and whatnot with the holiday season coming up. So take advantage, load up the stockings, and there you go. All right. Also, before we go any further too, just a couple quick things. If you're watching on Pilled, please hit that red pill button and hit that repost button as well. That's the circular symbol underneath the red and blue pill. It's very big for helping more and more people find their way in here. Share the link. Those of you guys watching on Rumble, YouTube, DLive, Odyssey, Cloud Hub, and Twitter, be sure to find your way over to pilled.net. We will be doing the second half of today's show exclusively on that platform. So we'll be hanging out with you guys for another 30 minutes or so on all these other platforms, but at the halfway point of the show, we will be going exclusively onto pilled.net. Those links are in the Rumble and YouTube descriptions down below the live stream for you guys to find your way in there and get yourself situated. So plenty of time to do that between now and then. All right, to the news we go. Let's start with this. Colorado Supreme Court asked to ban Trump from the ballot. So an appeal to the Colorado Supreme Court aims to prevent former President Donald Trump from featuring on the state's primary ballot, challenging a district court ruling that acknowledged his involvement in the January 6, 2021 incident, but refused to deem him ineligible on 14th Amendment grounds, owing to the presidency not being classified as an office. Last week, Colorado's second district court judge Sarah Wallace issued a 100-plus page ruling that found the former president had engaged in an insurrection by inciting the January 6th Capitol riot. However, she dismissed the lawsuit by finding that the 14th Amendment doesn't apply to the presidency and ordered the state secretary to put President Trump on the primary ballot.
It's actually incorrect. It's they didn't classify him as an officer, not office.
Okay, that's important. That's an important distinction.
It's the distinction in this particular case.
Yeah, no, absolutely, 100% correct. The move prompted the left-wing group Citizens for Responsibility and Ethics in Washington, or CREW, which sued on behalf of several Colorado voters to file an appeal on November 20th with the Colorado Supreme Court, asking it to rule that the 14th Amendment does in fact apply to the presidency. Meanwhile, lawyers for President Trump filed their own appeal with the Colorado Supreme Court on November 20th, asking the court to consider several matters related to the district court ruling, including asking it to overturn the determination that President Trump had engaged in an insurrection. Other parts of President Trump's appeal with the Colorado Supreme Court relate to whether district court even has the jurisdiction to determine candidates' qualifications for the ballot under Section 3 of the 14th Amendment, absent a congressional authorizing statute. Go ahead, Pinata.
Oh, I thought sorry, my mistake.
Nope, you're good. Section 3 of the 14th Amendment is known as the disqualification clause. It states that no person shall hold office if they have previously taken an oath as a member of Congress or an officer of the United States and engaged in insurrection or rebellion against the Constitution. In last week's ruling, Judge Wallace wrote that the presidency isn't in office, and so Section 3 of the 14th Amendment does not apply to Trump. So the Hail Mary has been thrown. We'll see where it lands, but I think they know that losing this one in Colorado is going to basically kill this movement altogether to keep Donald Trump off the ballot. So they're throwing one last Hail Mary to the Supreme Court in Colorado. If they're successful there, I would expect this to escalate to the United States Supreme Court, and the matter will be put to bed, to rest, and ultimately put to rest there at the highest court. But I don't know. I don't know. I have a good feeling that they're not going to have any success in the appeals court. I don't think Donald Trump is going to have the success he's looking for either in getting them to retract the statements of the previous judge. But I don't think that they're going to successfully keep Donald Trump off the ballot in any state. That's just completely un-American, and I don't think the people would really consent to that. I think that would cause much bigger problems. So,
well, Adel, the best way to preserve democracy is to not allow people to vote for somebody.
That's
yeah, true. Well, I can't remember who it was. It might have been I know it was a constitutional attorney expert. It was probably Jonathan Turley, or I don't know, but I heard the legal theory that even if this was before the ruling, even if he were to lose in Colorado and be prevented, the appeal would be won, because even if he were convicted of actual insurrection and it was a real insurrection, not a fake one, the law in the constitutional law is that you can't prevent any candidate from being on the ballot. They can still, and you can't prevent the people from voting for them either. The only thing you can do is prevent one from taking office. So technically, legally, they can't prevent him from being on the ballot, even if we go through all of this stuff and in the January 6th case he is convicted, which he probably will be. They're still going to be appealing, and my take is that they're going to try to convict him of insurrection, whatever, so that there isn't enough time before January 20th of 2025 for his appeal to go through, so that he will be ineligible from taking office after he undoubtedly will win the election. So I don't know, just my theories there, but I think I want to know, why did the judge mention any decision on whether or not this court has determined? I thought the question before the court was, can he be on the ballot? Not, did he participate or lead an insurrection?
They presented two separate arguments. One was because they said he was an officer of the United States, and the second one was because of insurrection. So they were trying to prove two tenets within the 14th Amendment to say it should apply.
Thank you for that that's very important, because if the judge just interjected that, okay, so at least that it wasn't unprompted, that it was asked to be decided. So yeah, I really do hope that goes. That would be great. Let's go to the Supreme Court. I don't know what Supreme Court in Colorado is like, but I really want anybody to prove how there was an insurrection, define it, and show me an example of how that was one in court. Let's go. Because it's not,
I would love to see the Colorado Supreme Court even come down with that as an opinion. That wasn't an insurrection and Donald Trump had nothing to do with it. I don't necessarily see that happening, although who knows, as more and more of this evidence comes out with the release of the January 6 tapes and whatnot, you may very well see a major change in tune from a lot of these people. So the timing of it all is very interesting, and I find the entire situation to be quite intriguing. But it doesn't look like they're going to successfully keep Donald Trump off the ballot. And if this doesn't work in Colorado, it's not going to work anywhere. So there you go. All right, let's get into some other stuff. We haven't talked about this lawsuit yet with Elon Musk and Media Matters. This is big. So Twitter sues Media Matters after report accuses Musk's platform of promoting Nazism. Social media platform X, formerly known as Twitter, filed a lawsuit against left-wing watchdog group Media Matters for defamation on November 20th. Global brands such as IBM, Comcast, and others began to pull advertising from X after a Media Matters report published on November 16th claimed that ads for major brands appeared next to posts touting Nazism on the platform.
They're going to get so hosed by this lawsuit because they have all literally the electronic data behind it. How did they not think that this was going to happen? You're trying to go after the people that run the company. You're not trying to like use it to prove something else from a different party. The company itself has the data. This is so but then again, this is where the desperation is. They're trying to take away the counter narrative machine, which is Twitter. I mean, it's just
this is what Media Matters does too. They are like the tip of the spear for finding
them and ADL. It's an extortion racket. They're mob bosses or mafias that they extort for political purposes.
Yeah, I mean, they were the reason many of us got demonetized off of DLive. They were personally there to help woke societies get kicked off of Cash App and I think PayPal. They look at how anyone that counters a narrative is able to monetize or build a livelihood, and then they go and they threaten those people, and write these hit pieces on them, to provide pressure for them to essentially demonetize or censor the people on their platforms. So Media Matters now is trying that on Twitter or X, and Elon Musk knows how to defend himself. So this is going to be very interesting. So over the weekend, Elon Musk, owner of X, threatened to file a thermonuclear lawsuit against Media Matters and all those who colluded in this fraudulent attack on our company. On November 20th, Twitter CEO Linda Yaccarino said that not a single authentic user on X saw IBM, Comcast, or Oracle ads next to the content that Media Matters reported. Quote, "If you know me, you know I'm committed to truth and fairness. Here's the truth," Miss Yaccarino, or is it Yaccarino or Yaccarino?
I think it's Yaccarino.
We'll go with Yaccarino.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go with Yaccarino. Wrote in a post on X, only 2 users saw Apple's ad next to content, at least one of which was Media Matters. Data wins over manipulation or allegations. Don't be manipulated. Stand with X. In a company statement, X previously noted that in another case, another brand mentioned in the report had an ad served adjacent to 2 posts that were seen by one user, the author of the Media Matters article. The lawsuit, filed in a federal court in Texas, asked the court to order Media Matters to immediately delete, take down, or otherwise remove the article and request unspecified monetary damages. In statements last week, a number of global companies confirmed they were pausing ads on X, including IBM, Comcast, NBC Universal, Lionsgate Entertainment, Paramount, Warner Bros. Discovery, and Disney following its report. Media Matters published a list of companies joining the boycott. The Media Matters article, sharing screenshots, reported that its researchers found ads for Apple, Bravo, Oracle, Xfinity, and IBM next to posts that tout Hitler and his Nazi party on X. An ex-executive previously told the Epoch Times that the platform isn't intentionally placing a brand actively next to this type of content, nor is a brand actively trying to support this type of content with an ad placement. Instead, the executive said that ads follow the people on X. In this case, the Media Matters researcher had its own user handle, and they are then actively looking for this content. That's how user targeting works, the executive said. Groups like Media Matters aggressively search for posts on X and then go to the accounts, and if they see an ad, Media Matters researchers keep hitting refresh to capture as many brands as possible. It gets into more of this. Contrived experiences. In a company statement, X said that the Media Matters report completely misrepresented the real experience of the majority of users on the platform and called it another attempt to undermine freedom of speech and mislead advertisers. X stated that Media Matters created an alternate account and followed certain curating the content appearing on the account's timeline in a bid to manipulate the public and advertisers. They then reportedly refresh the account timelines to find rare instances of ads serving next to the content they chose to follow.
Yeah, I mean, they're basically from there's another. They followed all these horrible what they said were the horrible content, and they followed the actual advertisers. So of course you're going to get them.
Yep.
Yep. And Elon Musk, then I love this. This is glorious, you guys. Like he captured and explained in very simple terms that any low intelligence even or young, however technically savvy you are, you can understand in the very plain language. Like Elon Musk to me feels like one of the people, and he's definitely not. He's like a super genius billionaire, but like he doesn't behave like that. And for his voice and his words to come out with that immediately, the Stupid Media Matters has been doing that same kind of thing where they'll make, or they'll capture screenshots of trolls with horrible like N-words in chats, and then there you go. And it's been, of course, they've been successful in going after all of our friends and people like Red Pill 78 and us probably that we don't even know about in ways, so it is so refreshing. It is so refreshing to see that they tried the same crap on the master, like that they tried and have been outed so plainly, so quickly. And this is the sort of thing that I think we can expect to see, this sort of immediate boomerang stuff from a Trump second term. And it won't be immediate because it'll be like old boomerang stuff, I guess, but like the kind of, oh yeah, you're claiming that it's this, here's the proof on why it isn't, why you're wrong, and why you're going down. And it's glorious. Like it is the best feeling right now to see all of their what are they called? Their institutions or their censorship industrial complex, the pillars of that industry are being toppled left and right. They've got nothing left. It is, I'm ecstatic. I'm really loving how this is going. And Elon isn't the only one. And also there's two tangents. There's like also Truth Social going after and all the lies and defamatory stories from these same censorship kind of mainstream media things. But then there's also Media Matters and Elon Musk being a story on Twitter that has brought up David Brock and Pizzagate. And that is the biggest, the other most important thing going on in the Twitter world and the information war right now is that for a lot of people, that Pizzagate was either they've never heard of it or it was a debunked conspiracy theory. And now we've got person after person after person that debunked it, being arrested for CP charges for this and that horrible things. And it's a rerun for us, but it's brand new and very important for us to go and amplify that rerun to let people know how many people out there know all about this. And they may be just hearing about it, but that makes it more legitimate and less debunked every time they see more and more people talking about it with receipts. So amazing wins on both fronts in the story.
You know where this started, right? This started with it started with Alex Jones, right? It started with him on YouTube, and it was that advertisements are being placed here, or anybody that got banned off of YouTube. It was about the YouTube ads, the same kind of thing. That was about getting rid of individual people, but what they're doing right now is trying to get rid of the platform by choking it with not having any ads for anywhere, regardless of who the user is, because so it's the same tactic in a way, or the same goal. It's to eliminate speech they don't like, which is legal speech.
Yeah. And honestly, Elon Musk should look at this as an opportunity to bring in new blood when it comes to advertising. Like, look at the companies they've mentioned, right? It's like major players like IBM and who Oracle. And I mean, you're talking Fortune 500 companies, major establishment oriented organizations. For Elon Musk, I look at this as like, okay, this gives me bandwidth to open up to the mom and pop shop, the smaller business, the parallel economy, the people that actually are somewhat aligned with free speech and aren't going to be suspending ads every time Media Matters writes some kind of bullshit article. I mean, granted, I know that it's hard to replace those major firms when it comes to buying ad space, but to me, if Elon Musk is smart, he'll start to eliminate this problem from within, by just partnering with and making deals with companies more aligned with his politics and his company, what his company stands for, which is supposed to be at somewhat who respects and promotes free speech, which I'd say he gets like a C, maybe a C plus at doing, but still, that's at least on the surface what he's talking about. So anyway, and it looks like he got a good judge too. I saw this pop up also. So Trump appointed judge to preside over Elon Musk's high profile lawsuit against far left Media Matters. Who is it? Let me see. It is Elon Musk's district judge, Mark Pittman. And here is his history of ruling favorable to conservative causes. Notably, he ordered the FDA to release the Pfizer files. He ordered the FDA to expedite the release of Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine documents, expressing concern about the FDA's initially proposed rate of data production. Judge Pittman demanded a swifter disclosure, mandating that 55,000 pages a month be made public. He blocked Joe Biden's loan forgiveness. He struck down President Joe Biden's student loan forgiveness plan on November 10th, 2022. Judge Pittman ruled that the plan was an overreach of executive authority and usurped Congress's power to make laws regarding federal spending. And then another one was Texas can't ban 18 to 20-year-olds from carrying handguns. Ruled that a Texas law prohibiting most 18 to 20-year-olds from carrying handguns in public was unconstitutional. So this guy seems to have some courage from behind the bench, which is rare.
Yeah, that sounds good to me. I don't know. I like it.
Yeah, we'll see how he handles this, but I'm glad to see it wasn't like a Judge Chutkin or Engeron or any of those people that ended up getting the case. So that's a good first step for Elon Musk. I think, whether that goes to a trial or however the hearing and filings are presented, he should get a pretty fair venue, I would imagine, to make his case and hopefully be successful in destroying media. God, would it be beautiful if Elon Musk ends up owning Media Matters after all this is said and done. We'll see. You mentioned this, Max. Trump's social media platform, Truth Social, files a massive defamation lawsuit against 20 fake news media outlets. In a significant legal escalation, the Trump Media and Technology Group, the parent company of the social media platform Truth Social, has filed an unprecedented defamation lawsuit against 20 far-left media outlets. The lawsuit, announced on Monday, targets a series of reports that the company alleges falsely claimed it suffered tens of millions in losses. The announcement comes as X filed a lawsuit against left-wing Media Matters. The tide is turning. Quote, today, Truth Social filed a defamation lawsuit that is likely unprecedented in history, incorporating 20 publications, and even more may be added. All of them publish the same false information about Truth Social and refuse to fully retract their stories. The fake news outlets that think themselves above accountability will see you in court. And there you go. That's from the Truth Social account on Truth Social. Here's the companies that that Truth Social is suing: Guardian News and Media LLC, Hollywood Reporter LLC, McClatchy Company LLC, Reuters News and Media Incorporated, Rolling Stone LLC, Nexstar Media, doing business as The Hill, Deadline Hollywood, Assertive Capital, doing business as Benzinga, MarketWatch.com, Forbes Media LLC, Axios Media, The Daily Beast, GO Media Incorporated, or doing business as Gizmodo, Salon.com. That's been a left-wing rag for decades. The New York.
Come on, they're totally sane. Come on.
New York Daily News, Newsweek, MSNBC, Cable LLC. There's a surprise. Mediate, LLC, DMG Media, or doing business as the Daily Mail, and CNBC. So everybody but Media Matters is what Truth Social is going after. So between Elon Musk and Truth Social, they've got the I feel like the heavy left wing media pretty well covered in their lawsuits. I don't know who the judge is going to be for this one, but it's pretty interesting stuff here. And just to add one more layer to this all, look at this 2019, November 20th, Delta. You just can't make this stuff. What happens when the public discovers a truth magnitude regarding Democrat Party corruption? What happens when the public discovers the truth regarding fake news coordination with the Democrat Party to conceal, shelter, and protect those criminally responsible? Define projection, the Great Awakening, sheep no more. Where we go one, we go all. And I don't remember if this is the exact same one, but I remember Devin Nunes filed a lawsuit too against like CNN for $250 million. I think it was around this time of year also. But anyway, I thought that was interesting, with truth being all capitalized, kind of the way it looks on the website and whatnot.
Yeah, that is very interesting. A third one that we can add that the story hasn't broken yet, but here's a great pun. I'm hearing rumblings that Chris, what's his name? The CEO of Rumble is also going to be unleashing equally thermonuclear lawsuits in the same direction. So triple header this week in the anti-mainstream media, fake news, and censorship industrial complex. And it's only getting better. It's not going to track in the direction of the oppressors anymore. This is only going to keep getting better, you guys. It's just celebrate it. It's a win. Let's take it.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely is a win. I look forward to seeing that other one come down the pike as well. And then you have this too, Ken Paxton also going after the media. So there's just lawsuits everywhere. Attorney General Ken Paxton, or this isn't a lawsuit, it's an investigation into radical anti-free speech organization Media Matters over fraudulent activity. So Media Matters knowingly and maliciously manufactured side-by-side images depicting we just talked about this with X. Where is it? Here, the facts on Media Matters. All right, so on Monday, Attorney General Andrew Bailey told Elon Musk that his office is investigating Media Matters, the liberal organization pushing advertisers to leave the platform. Attorney General Bailey jumped in and said, "My team's looking into the matter." On Monday evening, the Office of the Attorney General in Texas initiated a formal investigation into Media Matters, focusing on potential fraudulent activities. Quote, "Today I opened up an investigation into Media Matters for potential fraudulent activity after ex-CEO Elon Musk accused the left-wing media watchdog group of manipulating data on the social media platform," Paxton wrote on X. Attorney General Ken Paxton expressed deep concern regarding the allegations that Media Matters, a radical anti-free speech organization, engaged in data manipulation. The conduct is being scrutinized under the Texas Business Organization Code and the Deceptive Trade Practices Act. Paxton's office has emphasized its commitment to vigorously enforce laws against nonprofit organizations that commit fraudulent acts within or affecting the state of Texas. Quote, "We are examining the issues closely to ensure that the public has not been deceived by the schemes of radical left-wing organizations who would like nothing more than to limit freedom by reducing participation in the public square," said Attorney General Paxton in a statement. Elon Musk responded to this new development, quote, "Fraud has both civil and criminal penalties." So, I mean, between Ken Paxton and Elon Musk, Media Matters is going to have its hands full, let's just say, for the next however many months. And man, would that be a huge win for that company to be litigated out of existence for the bullshit that they have put out there, and just the overall poetic justice of it all, to see them taken out by the companies or the very people that they've been working so hardly to defame and slander and debase to the American people. So lots of exciting stuff going on there. in the lawsuit litigation world when it comes to the mainstream media, and maybe finally some accountability coming their way. Do you guys have anything else you want to say about any of these stories? We're going to go ahead to break here in a second, go down to pilled.net exclusively, but I want to wrap up this topic before we do.
Yeah, I think we definitely hit all the points. I just hope that everyone feels encouraged and takes comfort, because we've been getting smacked around by these totally unfair, bullies in the space for way too long, and it's nice to see this happening. So it's good.
Absolutely. All right, you guys.
Well, hang on. Let me give you one last thing to wrap it up.
Okay.
Here's the guy's response to being confronted, let's just say, with the evidence that he faked the thing.
Night. Angelo, this is your first interview since Musk threatened to take legal action against you. I must say, against your company. Thank God. What's your response to this?
I mean, I think that the thing to keep in mind is that it's not really clear what his cause of action is. And I think the most important thing is that in his response, in that legal threat, he actually confirmed that our reporting was accurate. I mean, he said that everything in our report, actually, as we said it existed, did actually exist on the platform. And that's basically our core argument, is that the platform is so saturated with extremism, with white genocide, with anti-Semitism, with racism, with conspiracy theories, things that otherwise should be managed in some way, that they can't actually protect the few brands that are still willing to remain on the platform. And this has actually been an ongoing thing for the last few months. This is just the latest in actually a string of these instances. So I think the most important thing, though, is that he...
Yes, but you manufactured it. So he does it. He basically, right there, he admitted that he did it on TV.
These people aren't very smart.
Nope.
They're really not very smart. Well, like I said, I look forward to seeing the litigation come down, and hopefully be the end of Media Matters. So we'll see how that plays out. Any other thoughts, guys? All right, guys, it is time now to go exclusively to pilled.net, the home of free speech. I know many of you guys are watching right now on YouTube and Rumble, CloudHub, Odyssey, Twitter, and DLive. Now we are going to be closing out those platforms and going exclusively to Pilled. If you haven't checked out pilled.net, please come take a look. It's really, really a great platform, a great place to watch a show. It's got a great live chat. There's no big tech infrastructure, so we don't have to deal with the app stores. We don't have to deal with their web services. We don't have to deal with anything related to Silicon Valley. They can't force us or coerce us to censor or silence people. They are there's no corporate influence either, so it's not like we have to play nice with advertisers or anything like that. It truly is grassroots free speech, as big as it gets, as good as it gets when it comes to live streaming. I've put the link in the live chats for you guys on DLive, YouTube, and on Rumble. There's also the links in the description below on YouTube and Rumble. So jump on over and keep hanging out with us today. If not, no hard feelings. I know there's at least a section of you guys who don't really care to go over at the halfway point, and that's fine. I appreciate you guys tuning in, for the first half of the show like you do. I do hope that you'll change your mind one of these days and start hopping over. But again, no hard feelings either way. The links are, again, in the video descriptions. I put them in the live chat. Come on over and say hello. I'm going to play a quick video, and then we'll be right back.
Pilled.net is proud to host 412 Productions, exclusively on the true home of free speech. To continue watching the show, we are here to help you over to Pilled. If you're new to the platform, just click on the welcome link provided. It will then automatically walk you through signing up for your free account. If you already have a Pilled.net account, follow the link provided directing you straight to 412 Productions channel. We are excited to have you join the Pilled family. And if you have any questions at all, please email support@pilled.net. Enjoy the rest of 412 Productions on Pilled.net. Free speech lives here.
All right, we are back. I am not on mute. So go me. Yeah, again, thank you guys, everyone tuning in over on pill.net. One last chance for you guys on the other platforms to come over and find your way to the comfy bunker. I'm going to go ahead and read some donations over there, give you guys a couple of minutes to get situated, and then we will jump into the second half of today's broadcast. So just give me 1 second while I shut down these other platforms.